Hey guys, this is Futon here from Miniphysio. Today, I'll be sharing with you 8 tips on how to ease your neck pain without relying on quick fixes, and also to take away time from doing things that you love. Okay, so have you guys ever experienced any neck pain before? Okay, and how long does it normally last for? And few questions that is again more important for you to ask is really, when specifically do you feel it? Do you feel it in the morning? Do you feel it throughout the day? Or do you feel it at the end of the day? Okay, and is there any other symptoms or signs that kind of accompany with it? Some people might complain that they feel numbness or tingling coming down their arms. Some people might complain that they might get a headache, like one-sided headache. Some people might complain that their neck get very stiff. Okay, so there are many signs and symptoms, but today I'm not going to talk about different conditions of the neck, but rather I'll talk to you how to ease those pain, and perhaps help you to gain a little bit of awareness, what you can do right now around your environment to ease the pain. So before I start tips number 1, I just want to ask if any of you have ever got any neck pain or neck soreness, achiness after you wake up. Like, it won't happen other time of the day, it's just only when you wake up and then you start feeling, oh okay, it gets very sore. Right, if that's the case, here comes tips number 1, which is to get yourself a comfortable pillow. Okay, so once you get a comfortable pillow, ideally those that has adequate support for your neck and also is comfortable for you. Okay, there is no right or wrong answer. What suits for this guy doesn't mean it will suit for you, and vice versa. Okay, so pick whatever comfortable, and say for example, if you got new pillow and you've constantly used it and then it's not causing you any problem, then you probably got the right pillow. Alright, and and then of course taking consideration that certain days you might do well and certain days your neck might just like throw a tantrum and then give you soreness here and there. Okay, but get your pillow right, make sure it's comfortable for you. Some people, they always feel neck pain at home, but then when they go to a hotel where they get like a very nice pillow, nice mattress, and then when they wake up it just feels like, oh, it's fine. Okay, but I would argue that, perhaps when they're at home they just feel very stressed and the neck just gets very tense up. Okay, but however when they're on holiday, it's a totally different story and the neck can get less tense. So people can argue that way, but that's one of the tips. Okay, I have got 7 more tips, the next one being your sleeping position. Okay, so if your pillow is all doing fine, you've been using this pillow for a while already, but then it's causing you problem now for a few days. Okay, then start to look at how you sleep. Okay, how's the starting position you start? Okay, are you reading a book? Are you playing your phone while you're sleeping? And I can imagine, like, if you lie down with your phone this way, and when we sleep for hours and hours, isn't it? Like for 5 to 7 hours. Guess what it's gonna cause? It's gonna cause one-sided tightness. It's gonna cause one-sided tense on the neck, and you're gonna end up feeling very uncomfortable the next day. Yes. So bear that in mind, your sleeping position. Of course, with that said, that's not the easiest thing for you to control, especially when you're asleep. So you can't control, like, oh, I want to sleep left side today, I want to sleep facing up, facing right. But it's a good start if you start off your position nicely. Okay, some people move around more, some people move around less, but I'll be more concerned if you move around, or if you don't move at all. Okay, so because you stay in a static position, staying there for 5 hours to 8 hours is probably not the best idea, but do whatever you can. Every single tips over here counts, so if you can avoid anything, why not? Alright, or reduce the risk. Okay, and that's tip number 2. Tips 3. Anyone here loves playing phone, like anyone here can look at the phone for hours and hours. Okay, maybe you have family members, or maybe this could be yourself, okay, who's looking at the phone too much. Right, guys, I have no problem with people looking at their phone. I look at my phone as well, but the problem here gets in when someone gets so into looking at their phone, you know, for hours and hours. Doing 5 minutes is fine, but then if you do 5 minutes every day, for every hours, all those tension is gonna accumulate around that neck, and it's gonna cause you neck pain. Okay, it's a bad habit over here. So if you were to look at your phone for a very long period of time, perhaps you might want to hold it just right in front of your face, and then just in line with the eyes, and yeah, there you go, read the phone. But you know, I oftentimes when you go to those public places, you see that people just doing this for hours and hours, and some people even fell asleep with it. And yeah, again, no problem with you doing that, but when it gets static, when you stay in the prolonged position for a very very long time, then probably that's not ideal anymore. And this goes to all other movement as well, not just this. And even if you stay this in the best posture, okay, say like this here for good 1 hour, that's not good either. So find ways to kind of move around. Okay, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, just kind of tweak around. But yeah, if possible, avoid looking at your phone for more than 10 minutes. That's tips number 3, and for those, specifically for those who love to play with their phone. Alright, okay, and here's tips number 4 for you guys who work in the office or who sit a lot. Oftentimes when people come into the clinic, I've asked them, like, you know, how's the position of your sitting arrangement on your desk, and they'll be like, yeah, my computer is on my right side, and then I've got my paper on my left side. So what I would do is I would look at the computer, the screen over there, and then be writing down over here. So sometimes just like that, okay, for hours and hours, and you can imagine again it's going to cause a one-sided tightness. And you see, most of the times these are not the things that we are aware of, but once you get awareness, you can reduce a lot of tendency that the neck can get tight. All right, some even would say that their screen is over here, whereas their keyboard is right there. So this is the position that they are in. Okay, and imagine if they stay there for hours and hours, standing up, how do you think they're gonna feel? Probably like a twisted towel, isn't it? Like, oh, okay, this is how I'm gonna work. Yep, so move around in the office. Again, nothing wrong with you sitting this way. However, if you stay there for static or stay prolonged for too long, then again, it's not ideal. Same goes to the few other points that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so that's your position, and get your position right. Ideally, my tips would be having a computer right in front of you, and also your keyboard right in front of you. Make sure that your torso, your hips, and your head, everything is aligned, and give you a better posture. Okay, and also move around. That's a key. Okay. Number 5, this tips is for those people who goes to the gym a lot. Perhaps can be yourself as well, who finish your office work and decided to go to the gym. Take it easy in the gym. Okay, so again, very very often I've seen people love to, or when you over push themselves, and when you kind of over push yourself, you tend to hold the breath, isn't it? You hold the breath and then try to pull it up as much as you can, or do a certain movement. All right, and guess what happened when you kind of hold your breath for too long, and then holding something very very heavy, and then you really want to get maybe your PR. It's just putting so much tension on the neck, you see. So look at this neck. Okay, this neck is gonna go all tense up. Well, nothing wrong if there's a few split seconds for you to do it, but throughout the whole sessions, if that's what you do, or perhaps you have some weakness around your shoulders or anywhere else that requires you to compensate using your neck, then probably you gotta tone down a little bit. I'm not asking you to stop entirely, but perhaps tone down a little bit. Maybe that could be the reason why you're getting neck pain, but who knows? Who knows? Once you take a bit lighter, a bit that something that suits your body, perhaps it can help you to reduce your neck pain. Who knows? Okay, this is another one of the example that I've seen over the years. People compensating using their neck because their chest is tight. They kind of work on the neck, or if it's too heavy, they really want to pull themselves up, and then they couldn't use the shoulders muscles. Then they decided to use a neck. All right. Good. How are you following so far? Alright, cool. So again, next point, point number 6. If someone has got a neck pain or neck tightness, soreness, spasms, what they want to call it, best way to relieve the pain and also to loosen up the muscles is to use a heat pack. Okay, and this is I love to use it before I sleep. So having a hot shower, that's fine. Having a heat pack on your neck will just help you to relieve the stress, to relieve the pain, and also to loosen up the muscles. So use a heat pack 10-15 minutes. Once it's warm, then the muscles will feel a bit looser. Okay, but it's just a temporary solution to kind of ease your neck pain. Still, you have to look out for what the root cause are. Could be a position, because after you loosen up your whole neck, and the next day you are back to doing your phone again, or perhaps going back to doing your office this way again, holding there, staying in a very, very prolonged static position, very easily you're gonna experience that neck pain again. It's gonna come back very, very soon. So find what the root cause are, look around your environment, look around yourself, which movement or which habit can you kind of correct today that reduce your chance of getting all this neck discomfort, right? Okay, and good. With that being said, the point number 7 is your daily neck ritual exercise. Do you guys wake up in the morning and then do certain exercise, kind of move around your neck? Or do you guys have a certain exercise that when you get stiff, you would try to do to relieve the pain? Okay, so exercise is very good because it helps you to move around more, to stretch more, to allow more blood circulation. So it feels much more fresh, and it gets blood towards your brain, and you can become more productive as well. That's why people perhaps once they get very stressed, they love to do their sports, because that just sends a lot of blood accompanied with oxygen towards your brain. Okay, so do you want that? Okay, and few very simple exercises really to move your neck up, hold it there for a few seconds, move down, sideways, or tilt. Okay, you can just tilt this, tilt that, kind of move around, see whatever feels a bit if it feels a bit tight or feels a bit tense, then hold it there for a bit. Your body will appreciate you. Okay, and although some of this exercise might not instantly relieve your pain, but it's all about accumulative effect. Okay, in fact, I will argue that the reason why you start to get the pain is also because of all this accumulative effect, right? Because you've been sitting this not for a day, not for 2 days, but for 10 months. Therefore, you're gonna get tightness around there. Yes. Perhaps you've been sleeping one-sided for not 1 day, not 2 days, but for months, for hours, for 5 hours, for the next 2-3 months. That's why you get neck pain. Okay, so it takes time. All right, and of course, point number 8, which is to get in touch with your physiotherapist. Okay, if all these things still never go away, or if you're in doubt, get a check, go to your physio, get a thorough assessment. They will ask you a series of questions to kind of find out which culprit is really causing you this neck pain. Because if you never find out what the true cause are, or at least what your bad habits are, then you probably won't get the awareness to get rid of this pain in the long run. Okay, so get in touch with your physio now, and they will prepare a program for you and prepare exercises so you know what to do specifically. Okay, so that's all, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I hope you try out all the exercises don't forget to subscribe my channel, and then I'll share more tips with you in the next few weeks. Alright.